Guoba, no! He died as he lived. Nice and spicy. Ayo! It's LanternRite time again. Couldn't already tell from behind me. So in this video, I'm just gonna be really trying to, not speedrun, but complete the event. Really sorry about the audio quality, by the way. It's been a whole process. I like bought like this whole like dual mic and like headphone setup, and it didn't. My computer didn't even recognize the headphone jack at all. So that was really nice. And I waited 2 weeks for it to like ship out, so I didn't want to end up waiting like another 2 weeks on top of that to not only do the research into like finding a proper mic setup that's compatible with my audio drivers, but also researching the brands and stuff and waiting for it to ship. So you're just gonna have to bear with me until then. But yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I promise I'll get a better mic setup soon. And if not, then dislike the video. Leave a hate comment, because that still helps me out either way. Please don't leave hate comments on my video. I think I'm ready to do LanternRite now. I kind of procrastinated a little bit, but I really only have time to do something so long on the weekends. So that's what we're gonna do. Man. It's so pretty. Where's the start? There we go.
And Charlotte!
Charlotte already?
Nice
Dang.
to see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
No, definitely not.
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's LanternRite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that LanternRite should change in turn.
Yep.
The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
So they can stay afloat without wind needing to be present, maybe?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high
Yeah,
and far
Paimon.
a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think?
So true, Kuching. So
Plus,
true.
The easier we can make it to
Slay.
enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
All Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this light piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
You're not gonna finish? Am I supposed to finish? Send them love, send them word, send them homeward bound.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to
Yeah,
symbolize
what?
a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
I'm just trying to imagine Zhao taking the kites to help fight whatever demons he's fighting.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
Shut up, Paimon!
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Man, I'm so sorry. This dialogue is, like, really quiet. I should have adjusted my settings before starting this.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lanternrite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
Ooh, competition.
The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
As long as I beat Zhongli, it's fine.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Chester. What if we don't win?
Oh, I'll win. This game's too easy.
It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts.
Shut up, Paimon.
Then
No.
we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
Paimon, we are like the honorary knight, the first sage of Boer. We are too well known and too renowned to keep a low profile here. If we can beat up Scaramouche, we can fly a freaking kite. Be real.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there? Is it just Paimon?
Yeah, the event
Or were they
NPCs.
staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuchin and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy. Huh. Well, yes, but something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Their plans before they even begin.
Okay, Paimon's funny sometimes.
You go
Sometimes.
right, Paimon will go left.
No. Ooh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Okay. Let's try to fix this a little bit.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Okay. I made the dialogue one notch higher than... Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, the highlight. The highlight. Oh man. Why he looking like Shadow the Hedgehog, you know?
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy.
Buddy-duddy.
Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver.
Mooncarver?
For the purpose of this
And Mountain
mortal
Shaper?
realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
They turned them into ugly NPCs!
you may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Oh my god! Silver had no unique customization to him like these guys did, and he was 100 times more attractive than these guys are.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Geohu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research.
Shut up,
But in
Paimon.
our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands.
Oh, I'm so sad. They have like Zhongli and frickin' Zhongyun and Cloud Retainer have like amazingly detailed designs, and then they do the two boys dirty?
We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a deaf guy.
Please don't let me agree.
Preposterous.
Okay.
Utterly preposterous.
I believe them. I mean, it's the same voice actor.
Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
I don't know, tell me like, I don't know, like Ganya's favorite like bedtime story or whatever. I'm sure you know.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection? The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Did he just say culinary arts?
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Oh, is he one of those guys that gets embarrassed when they have a hobby that's like even slightly considered feminine, like cooking?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Where is Cloud Retainer? Why are you not together?
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality.
Oh god.
Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lanternrite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day she has failed to appear.
Oh, so they don't get their news, they don't get their gossip, so they have to actually come down the mountain to experience it for the first time in however many 100 years, I'm assuming.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now, it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
Really? That's it?
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Did something happen?
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
Oh, come on. Just because she did not be the one to invent it doesn't mean that...
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke.
Oh, so you're chickens.
However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
They're not even gonna stay for the kite flying ceremony.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lanternrite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along. Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stall. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Dang, dude.
Keeping an antique kite flying after
Genshin has to bring those two back for next Lanternrite and have them be more involved. And maybe actually give them, like, make them playable characters and give them good designs at that point, since a whole year would have passed at that point.
And I know just the tune to accompany.
I'm hoping that was just a teaser for what is yet to come. I don't know. Because They basically just told us we're not gonna see Cloud Retainer until the very end of the festival. So that kind of sucks since she's the new character. In the meantime, I didn't really explain my team comp for Lanternrite. I have Kazuha because I basically always have Kazuha. Beto, she's not built, sadly, but not built yet. But I figured it'd be kind of a crime to go to Lanternrite with Kazuha without bringing Beto. And then Zhanyun, because she's the new Leeway character. And then Zhang because... Shut up, I know I have problems pronouncing her name, shut up. Because Guoba died, so she needs some emotional support.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
No.
Welcome. Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ooh, a scissor-tailed swallow! And a butterfly! And, oh!
This jade chamber design is our newest.
Ooh,
It's
give me
been
that
selling
one.
like crazy over the past 2
That's
days.
iconic. That's so
Does
iconic.
it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite!
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Bro, don't interrogate her in the middle of a sale.
Oh, yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lanternrite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find
Oh!
Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Coming!
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lanternrite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Of course. Hard work deserves ample rewards. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Ooh. Can I just have the kite now? Oh, that's actually not that far away. Skyward, scatter.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
Oh, I love his voice. Oh my god, it has so much energy to it.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off.
It was 47 or 57 meters. It was nothing.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
Bruh.
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yep, it's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elon Wharf and have a look around.
I mean, I've already been, but yeah, take me with you.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Yep, call me Expedia, because I don't know where to continue that joke.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Cool. Oh? Ooh, minigames? Minigames. God, I always love the event art so much. Oh man, and they made a memorial for Globa! That's so sweet of them! That's awesome. Okay, so we do get some Cloud Retainer time. Oh, these are the side quests, not the games. So I'm so naive to think that talking to Gaming would unlock the mini games. Wow. I'm so naive to think that. What? Oh, it's this again. So it is the mini games. Woba and Uruguay. When Yaya brings Uruguay along to see Zhanling, Guoba and Uruguay end up playing together. That's cute. No matter how exhausting work is, just watching them shake and sway is enough to keep all your cares away. I can't be the only one being cured by Guoba and Uruguay. Paper theater with Guoba and Uruguay. That's so cute. I don't really remember liking paper theater that much last year, though. This is my own, like, this is only my second Lantern Rite, so I don't know. I kind of know what to expect, but at the same time, like, I don't know what to expect. All I know is that it can't be worse than the first Lantern Rite, because I've heard some horror stories. Okay, I'm back. And I got some tea. I got some cooked pu'er tea. Which, if you don't know what that is, it is basically like Chinese black tea that's been fermented, and sometimes it's cooked, sometimes it's not, which changes the flavor profile. I really like it. I mean, I like a lot of tea, but I think maybe like black teas and stuff are probably like my preferred.
One step at a time. Hang in there.
Okay. Oh!
Wait! Get behind me. I'll handle this.
What? Does it mess anyone else up when a trial character gets added to your team? Because you're so not used to using the 5 button to switch characters. I kind of want to do this with just Gaming, but wait. Yeah, I'm not doing this with just Gaming. This is stupid. I have him too, so it's not like I'm missing out on anything. Go. I don't know if I want to build him yet. Because I really like his plunge playstyle. Like, this is fun. But also, he's a claymore. So... I know I'm not going to want a normal attack on him. And I kind of already have Cloud Retainer, so like, anybody can be a plunge. So I don't know, I'm just conflicted on it.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale.
Please have a little cutscene of him doing a wushu dance. I know I saw the 4.4 trailer, but that was like a month ago at this point, and I really don't remember much from it, and I didn't want to rewatch it before doing the event, because any kind of surprise I can still get after being spoiled from the trailer, I want to be surprised if possible.
Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing, so it's not something I do full-time.
Oh.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Oh, are we taking the boat ride to get there? Wait. I mean, it's not going to show it, but... Yeah. Oh, the little lotus flowers. Oh, it's showing it!
Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry.
Oh my
Did I push
god!
the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
We did. It's just Paimon that's complaining.
Hilly. Floating up and down so much.
Oh man, I want to get that chest so bad.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
This is very reminiscent of, Oh, it's going on its own. Yeah. It's very reminiscent of, when we entered Fontaine and we were on the Aquabus for the first time. I really like it. It gives like almost a nostalgia type feeling, but it's not nostalgia quite yet. Or maybe it is. It's been a few months since Fontaine dropped.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
Shut up, Paimon.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride,
God, this is so
Bobosu.
pretty.
You
This
take
is
care
so
of yourself
pretty.
now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
They also have an elevator? Another thing that Gaming was talking about, the winter melon cakes. I don't really know what those are, but like, I will say I did make something that reminded me of that, like literally like 2 days ago. They're called moon cakes, and they're like a traditional like Chinese, like, I don't want to say pastry, but they're like a dessert that's made for like autumn festivals and stuff, and I thought they were really cute, and I just wanted to try making them. And I had like I found the recipe because I had like a lot of glutinous rice flour that I did not know what to do with, so I was looking up their recipes and I saw photos of the moon cakes and I thought they were really, really pretty. I didn't buy a mold for them because I didn't know if I was gonna like make them multiple times because I might not like them. And I made some with the outer was like not really matcha flavored, but like I colored the outer dough with like matcha so it was green. And then I put like a homemade custard in the inside. And then I made a second like variant where because the website told me it was okay to make it, and I was curious, okay? It's not me trying to just Americanize things just for the sake of it. But
just the tune to accompany.
I took some beetroot powder to make it the dough pink, and then I put like some coffee ice cream in the center of it and like sealed it up kind of the best I could. I'm not really good at like holding it. Oh no. That was a long elevator. And I don't know. I'm a texture eater, so I was really worried that the texture of the dough would turn me off from it, but I was surprisingly able to tolerate it.
Sure would be nice.
But
Hey,
I don't.
I'm begging ya.
Oh, I don't know if I really enjoyed the process of making it
When the street is this packed, right?
in like as the like compared to the payoff of eating it. So I don't know if I'll make it again, but
Well,
I really enjoyed being able to try
how
it.
should I put it?
Come on, spit it out.
Do you see that group of people over there?
Thieves. All of them. Arrest all of them.
Those are my relatives.
Wait, is he talking about everybody?
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
Why?
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
Did you steal their money?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family.
Oh.
It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, okay, we're pretending to buy things too. We're really committing to this bit. Okay. Oh, we were waiting for them to move. Okay. That's kind of unfortunate. It sounds like he has strained family relations.
Let's wait here for a second.
Oh my god.
Maybe my aunt will leave.
Wait, he's taller than Lumine. Oh my god, he's taller than Lumine. You know what that means? He's taller than Zhao! I wonder if Zhao will be in this Lanternrite. I really hope so. I really look forward to his, appearances.
To the right, and...
Oh, did I get caught by doing that?
Wow, you guys are good! I'm impressed.
I just wanted to shoot a water gun at him.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
I wonder, that's gotta be based off of a real thing, but I wonder if it goes by the real, like, the same name in real life.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Drigway. These are my friends, the Traveler and...
We spent all that time avoiding your family just for you to introduce us to them?
So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
I'm drinking tea right now.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked.
Is that a real tea? Well, I'm actually gonna... Hold on, let me pull out my phone. I need to know. Songhua tea. Yes, but it looks like it's spelt differently. Like it's spelt with an I versus the U. But it's like a green tea.
Anyway,
that's nice to know.
Just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgway. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me.
Man, I already said it, but I made some pu'er tea. But I also have osmanthus tea. I really should have made that. I might switch to that when we get closer to like the actual like festivities part of the festival, because I feel like that's really fitting if I was drinking osmanthus tea.
I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
How long have you two known Gaming?
Roughly like 20 minutes.
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him?
Well, apparently some members of your family might not love him.
I mean, there is his dad.
Oh, no!
Well, ask anyone else.
Oh, no! Not his dad!
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgway? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lanternrite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
Alright then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Nice.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to go over it during Lanternrite, so I'm just going to have to put him on my friendship team, because now I'm curious.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then.
Too
Don't
late.
say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Oh yeah, what age is Gaming? Because at this point, honestly, I don't really know what Lumine's physical age is supposed to be.
Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
I don't want to be a therapist. I don't get paid.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about.
Flag.
It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Paimon, please stop. Embarrassing.
I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon cake instead.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
All right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Oh.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of water?
Oh my god. I was not expecting her. This is early. This is way earlier than I thought.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Question. Was I supposed to do her story quest before this? Because I feel like there's, some context here that the traveler knows that me as a player have not been introduced to yet because I did not do her story quest yet. Oopsies. I mean, I'm not supposed to do it, but
Take note.
it might have been better
you
if I did
learn
it.
A thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Oh, come on.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us, or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
Oh, huh.
Tianyun?
Oh, you say it with like a T? Oh, I feel so stupid now. I've never been good with like leeway and names, but they are really pretty.
Huh. It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those 2 old fossils?
Dang! So she really did just forget about her besties.
One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait here? You're really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh, all this paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay?
Oh, get over it. Nobody's gonna steal it.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoyang Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old
Oh, I'm
fossils,
spying on
and
her?
all
That's
will be
not very
well.
cool.
2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special LanternRite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off.
Oh,
4
no.
boxes will net you 20% off.
Boxes?
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant
I like
strikes a
the
fair
casual
bargain.
Fontaine merchant
One
in the
might as well
background.
give some to Morax and Ping too.
Morax!
Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as
No.
gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off. Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
10 boxes. Seems rather
Oh my
excessive.
god.
But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples...
10, a nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. One will, I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might
No,
also be of interest
no,
to you.
no, stop it. She's acting like Gaming's family. Oh my god.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the
No, the only those
most
okay one.
intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Okay. Firstly, I don't think those giant vases look like toys, my dude. How is a child supposed to play with those? Break them? Is that what you intend? And secondly, the only toy merchant, the only toy salesman that I want to see in LanternRite is Child. It's been a hot minute. It's been several hot minutes since we've seen him. In an event. I know he was in the Fontaine Archon quest, but still.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Once.
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
Yeah, bring out, like, a typewriter and... Huh?
There is no need for that.
Is she paranoid?
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
So she is interested in some Fontaine technology.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without, thank you. Oh, many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
It didn't even tell us what she bought.
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Oh, Xinyan, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
I mean, yeah, it's actually half the size of the Traveler, so...
And you too? Are you not here to purchase things?
Nope. We're broke. Did you forget?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elon Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
Makes sense since they are on the border of Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition then?
Ooh.
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Venti.
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Yao Yao!
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure.
You know, if in a modern day AU, I feel like she'd be really into, like, something like keyboard modification. Something that kind of balances, like, pretty aesthetics and, like, or I guess I should say, like, pretty subjectively, as in, like, there's lots of different, like, looks and stuff. You know what I mean. Not just, like, cutesy stuff, and like, the functionality and, like, the tech side of it. I feel like she'd like that a lot.
It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that...
What are the rods made out of? Not bamboo, surely. Will you tell us?
Never mind.
Yeah.
It is unlikely the two of you will understand.
Wow.
Even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
I would listen.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
I would listen.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Sure.
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guide to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Dang.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
The floating toting?
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind.
Yeah, isn't part of her, like, changing into her human form and moving to the harbor, isn't that all, like, to kind of, like, integrate into human society for a little bit? So, like, that's definitely calling attention to the non-human aspects of her. But you know what? It works, and it's functional, and it's pretty cute, so pass. She gets a pass.
But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything, she just, got a bit unsteady fever, and wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
I mean, we're both not good. We both invaded her privacy in different ways, but like, still, shame on you, Paimon. Cause that was public too. You did that in a public place.
All Paimon say is that Shenyun sure does try hard to save face.
I mean, yeah, she's arrogant.
What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made. Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
Yeah. Yay. Yay, and I got a furniture item. Boop, boop. Yeah, I've already, like, explored a bit, like bits and pieces of Chenyu Vale. So none of this is really like super new to me, but I haven't really spent a lot of time in the city. And especially, I was gonna say, I don't know if like any of this is decorated for lanternrite because it's so new. But like, I'm going to assume it's not because everything looks pretty cohesive. I mean, maybe these. I know these are like, these poles are like, oh my god, can I please climb onto the freaking pole? These are probably festival specific. Cause these are in Liyue Harbor. But I don't know. Who knows? Oh, my resin is capped. Let's just fix that really quick. Thank God.
Kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming. Let's go!
Man, I remember coming here last lanternrite and there being a whole dinner. Whole dinner for everybody.
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, he's making us the tea.
Oh, thank you.
You weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon.
Oh, did she drink the first steep? Sorry, his face was so funny.
That was for you to rinse your utensils.
Yeah, she drank the first steep. Oh, I mean, I've never personally drank the first steep, but it can't be like, it can't be that yucky. It's still the tea.
That's a thing?
She would totally do that though. That's so funny. Oh, this is so cute.
So much delicious food. Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
Oh my god.
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full, and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks! So
wow, he really paid for Paimon to be full.
Some extra brain juice. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Oh, does he know Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Man, I want to see them interact. I feel like they'd get along, but like they're so like different.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am,
I guess they're
you
both
hear all sorts of
mischievous in
rumors.
their own ways, so
Sometimes they're
yeah,
true,
they
sometimes they're
would
not.
have enough
What it
similarities
comes
to be
down to is
friends.
being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh dang, cold calling.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
Paimon, do you gotta keep bringing up... Oh, it was so lighthearted, and now I already can tell this is gonna get sad.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him.
I see the situation. My family was also like that towards me.
But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sorry. This is a serious situation. Serious conversation. Deep stuff, but when he said that his dad didn't do it as a real job, I just thought about like Twitch streamers and YouTubers and stuff, like content creators. And like, I don't mean to compare him to a gamer, but like, it's almost like Genshin makes it like there's so many like parallels, like some of this stuff, like at least the LEDs on his outfit at nighttime and stuff, that's got to be purposeful, like play on words type of thing. Like there's too many, and I love it. I'm not complaining. I feel kind of bad. I feel like the internet killed my brain a little bit because like I think about it so easily.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home.
Oh dang.
I haven't been back since.
That's why he's avoiding his fam. He's avoiding his family, but he lives in the same town as them. That's gotta be like really hard to avoid them. Especially since he has a huge family.
Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things.
I mean, yeah, but it can be hard to reintroduce yourself in a way to your family after that. It's really awkward, and it's generally hard to admit when like you've done something wrong, and even harder to admit when you're partially wrong, because a lot of the time the other party isn't ready to admit fault. At least in my experience.
But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard
Yep.
I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Oh, does he live in the harbor?
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
I'm sure Furina would love your performance. Genuinely.
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
Wasn't Furina mentioned in the event trailer? I don't think she's, like, actually featured, but I think there's a dialogue about her.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon.
Yeah, I feel bad, but yeah.
We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
You should come with.
Are you interested in kite-making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Auntie?
Do you not know who she really is, Gaming?
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that. She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
I mean, that sounds pretty cool.
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Great! The more the merrier!
Heck yeah. So is she just telling people that she's an adeptus? There's no way there's... No. Like... Yeah, arrogance is part of, like, her character. Which is not always a bad thing. It's not. But... she wouldn't let that, like... make her just give away her identity like that, would it? Like... Wow. What? The gang is all here. And us.
Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Bro, she needs to be sleeping. She doesn't need to be attending a workshop.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Oh.
Oh, wait! Shenhe?
Not to her horns. Can she smell through her horns? I just thought they were, like, sensitive to touch.
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Okay, so she does take regular naps. I'm assuming that means that she takes care of herself more than what I previously thought.
That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with
Work.
me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
Wait, am I missing some important lore here? When did she start working at Wanmin?
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
I was reading ahead of the dialogue, and I was reading "This is Yao Yao" when she was presenting Shenhe.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too. I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise.
No, she forgot.
Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes, but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
That's really sweet of you.
We're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such
Who's
an
that?
ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Is this the event exclusive NPC?
Tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm.
Oh, so she has a new... Dang, she has so many people that she's, like, involved with, like, teaching and stuff.
Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right? So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit.
Oh, yeah, she was
As for
losing
how to
luminescent.
make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
Oh, dang, so she's pretty
We're
hands
not
off
in
with
any hurry
this.
to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
This is less of a workshop and more of a hangout. Nobody's working on kites.
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? But I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then.
Why, is this tied to some family trauma where, like, the last time he, like, flew a kite was, like, when he was still in good terms with his dad? Because, like, that's just sad, man.
What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly?
Butterfly fits him. Yeah, why is he Pyro then?
What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a Swanee.
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay, it's decided then.
No, make the butterfly. Oh, okay.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop.
Shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just... My cats don't do that.
I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Oh, let's not disturb them.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, we're gonna disturb those two, though. I have to actually talk to them.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Oh, is it because of Chi-Chi?
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friends. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
Do both.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing.
Oh, we actually haven't started.
The way I
We're
run.
going to start, right now. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go.
Yep, I agree. Let's get this done.
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
No, I don't want to make a Paimon kite.
Really crazy
Let me
idea.
choose.
If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
Sure. Oh my god.
Now, what expression should we give her, since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky? It's too high! Someone say Paimon, she's about to faint! Like that?
Yep. Will it actually do it?
It's done! Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness.
Yeah, she surpasses you. Sorry.
Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
I want to see the expression. It's not gonna have any expression because my choices don't matter.
Xinyan's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image.
Dang.
If you look closely, there are a few spots where the
They're
colors
all so
go
cute.
outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
I mean, she is still blue and white with just a few basic steps, like a few additional steps, so yeah. What about our kite?
Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too!
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
Dang.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Please. Please, please, please. Oh my god, my choices matter! Oh my god, this is the best Genshin update! My choices matter!
That's hilarious.
Why does Paimon feel like you're laughing at her and not with her?
I'm just admiring the expression you chose. Whether the kite
It's
soars
so
high in
good.
the air or comes crashing
I love
straight
it
to
so
the ground,
much, like
it's
legit,
so
oh my
fitting.
god.
That's quite the impressive feat, actually.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh no, it's crashing! Oh my god, Ningguang, no!
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission?
Watch Zhongli pop up.
Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
It's just a kite.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
Let's just go, I guess. I bet you it's either some stupid treasure hoarder, or it's like literal Zhongli. Seriously? Okay.
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious.
They come back.
Indeed.
I kind of forgot about them. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought they were just there to be a teaser or / opening to everything.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
They're gonna get killed.
Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Oh, no, it's not a coincidence, buddy.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath.
Oh my god.
It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
They're acting like kids that got in trouble from mom. Oh my god.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lanternrite. But what about the Moon Jace Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Can she not, like... Can she not sense their adeptal energy?
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety.
How does she not recognize their voices?
I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
Paimon! They're actually gonna die now.
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense, because I was like, there's no way.
Then you are not angry?
No, she's angry.
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
Okay, so she's not that upset about the frickin', yeah, Fontanian technology thing.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics.
Yeah, the developers took the convenient route in designing you guys as
the wind
NPCs,
and
that's for sure.
waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
Can we fly back? Yeah.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
Nice. I don't get to fly.
Skyward!
Oh, it just ran out. I wasn't paying enough attention. Oopsies.
They're back.
Paimon's pooped.
You what?
Hi. Why are there only 2 of you left?
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free.
Why is he acting like an animo boy? Oh my god, no, coming! Why can't he just be happy? He's covering up his sadness with a smile, but he's actually sad.
He looked quite dejected as he said this.
No!
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us and...
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gao Ming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
That's very insightful of you, Shenhe.
Well, people
very good
often have
differing
different points
perspective.
of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Yep.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation?
She's like, tolerance? I've never heard of that word before.
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know.
Shut up, Paimon, it's okay.
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Is it not good? Oh no.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities. Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
No, it's because we're guests compared to Shenhe and Ganyu. They're not gonna let us prepare the food. Oh, okay. Kazuha's going for a swim.
This is...
Oh!
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
Huh? She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu. Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined. Those outfits really suit you both.
Bruh, Shenhe's having her main character moment. Look at the wind in her hair.
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less.
Oh, was it the same person who, the same Yaksha who, designed Zhongli's little Archon suit? I don't think so.
What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And
Yeah,
you,
it's very
Gonyu?
Shenhe.
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Dang. They introduced the outfits just like that. I wasn't expecting that.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xianyun. This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
God. Shenhe looks so pretty. Dang, I really like her outfit. I mean, I like Ganyu's as well, but like, Shenhe's just feels more cohesive, if that makes sense. I know there was like a little bit of controversy about her wearing like all black because like Chinese New Year, you know, red is the lucky color, black is like the color of funerals, but I think black matches her personality a lot more. I really can't see her wearing like an all red dress, and she still has like the little red ropes adorning, you know, her dress, so I think it looks really nice, personally.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xianyun?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Oh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
I don't know if we should be airing out his. Well, it's Cloud Retainer. It's okay. She's motherly, I guess. But
Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
I don't know about Shenhe and Ganyu hearing it though. I don't know.
What?
This shall not do.
Well,
Lanternrite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogias. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogias made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogias his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogias was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later...
Oh, keep going.
One seems to
I
have
want to
strayed
hear
off
about the
topic.
Yakshas.
One means to say that Lanternrite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed.
Sorry, I hope that shows up on the recording, but I had to listen to Zhao's little bird call right after they finished talking about yakshas.
Aha! One has an idea.
They look like they're floating, like after like the little gold parts, like
How about
I don't
this?
really see anything further.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations.
No, stop
We
it
shall
with
see
the
you in
2
days.
days. I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to change the time. How many parts are there? I already forget. Are there 3 parts? Because I feel like I'm going through this kind of fast. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break, get me some more tea. Okay.
It's time to carry out the plan. Let's go.
What is the plan? How are we going to get this boy to reconcile with his father? Not. If Gaming can reconcile with his father, then that means Diluc and Kaya are going to reconcile in freaking 5.0, okay? No cap. My friends hate it when I say no cap.
Hi, Gaming. Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start.
What is that thing? Is that a kite?
Ready, are we?
That's 3D. What is that?
Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Why does he look sad?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
Alright, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Yeah. Yeah, you would need help, huh?
It's not
Weakling.
just this time.
Feeble.
I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Zhongli!
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Zhongli! Oh no, it's gonna be his dad, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be his dad.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon
Wait,
as
if it's
possible.
his father, then this is all like part of our plan. Like somebody, like I don't know, freaking Ganyu probably arranged this part of the plan.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
God, I'm so. Oh, I was not expecting us to be teleported. I'll refrain. Did I get a butterfly? Oh. They're not assets, so they're like part of this area. Okay.
You're a big price today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
Oh.
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
I'm so. Oh boy. I'm nervous for him, man. Oh, this is so pretty though. So, is this his hometown then? Even though, I don't know, he has a big family, I guess, so they could be living in multiple places, to be fair.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Oh, oh no. Ah, yip. Oh my god.
Dad?
A little goat in the background.
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you.
Oh man, I don't know.
Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
Bro, please be nice to Gummy. Please be a little nicer.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Bro does not want to go. Bro was not even told that he was expected to go. Well, I can see. Don't mind me, just, soiling your profits just a little bit. Nothing personal, except kinda is. Oh, Wang Shuan. Man, we really are getting the slice of life during this little expedition, aren't we?
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you?
I'll just keep walking. I don't want to miss the dialogue.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Stop being mean.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Paimon.
Time to go.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
He's tired? Just emotionally.
Oh, but...
Why did we put him in this situation? This is... we always do this. Aww. He just wants his dad's acceptance.
Share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending...
Halt! Who goes there?
Please be Zhao.
It appears that
oh my
movements
god.
were overly conspicuous.
Oh no, we gotta beat him up. We gotta beat up the Adepti.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
He does care about Gummy.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Oh, we're not beating them up. Okay.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Oh.
Away. Let us away.
Oh my god.
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
No, he does care.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd better best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Oh. Ooh.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be able to stop here.
Oh! Oh my god!
Zhongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
What is he? Oh, he's flying a kite. Is Hu Tao in on this plan? Or is this supposed to be like funeral parlor propaganda?
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Of course, Cloud Retainer would get him to help.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight?
Oh, he has the little Fontanian device on his too. That's cute. Oh my god, you.
Oh.
Oh my god. She has the big C.
Ah, I see.
No, you don't see.
It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Oh my god, he's such a bad actor. He literally has dementia.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
If there are indeed bandits in the
He
area,
has his own
then we should
mischievous
inform the
side to
Millelith
him.
at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case. Such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise, wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Ordinary people.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
So I predicted that Zhongli would fly a kite. That's good to know that I'm awesome like that.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Wushu dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Wushu dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Uncle?
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you.
Years.
This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, And I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old.
I mean, tea harvesting and stuff is also pretty physically taxing, unless, like, you're at the point where you're able to hire a bunch of people to harvest for you and, like, carry the leaves around. So, I mean, it applies to more professions than just dancing and guarding.
Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Nah. He's pretty young. He's younger than me, actually. You'd be surprised.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Iptak.
Iptak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. One second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Oh, here comes the boy.
Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here.
You know Zhongli, too?
Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here, too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Oh my god.
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you
Oh
sent
no,
them,
he
didn't
figured
you?
it out.
So, that's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Yeah, she's a bad liar.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything.
Your dancing will change his mind. No, it won't, but...
You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
No, I get it. I get it, Gaming. I'm sorry.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
No, wait until you go to Fontaine and see that there's water tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable.
No.
You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
It's a general statement, but I know he's referring to the tea specifically.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Ahem. Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, like hanging up that propaganda that you were flying in the air earlier?
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
Zhongli would take it.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Oh, we're gonna leave them alone? I feel like it'd be a little more productive if we were all walking, instead of like just leaving Gaming alone, stationary. Where is the Zhang?
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
No, we gotta be out of their line of sight as well.
A friend approaches.
Huh?
Hello.
Oh! Oh! Like father, like son.
Xiao, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time. A ghostly kite. Could that elusive
Oh my
Director
god.
Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again?
So he wasn't in on it, he was just wanting to check it out.
What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
Oh, he's learning. He's learning.
It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I mean, it's pretty neat if you think about it.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for LanternRite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
This is so cute!
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
This is so casual. This is so cute. I love this interaction.
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for LanternRite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god.
I have made my comparisons.
Oh, why? Could we have not gotten art of them flying kites together? That would have been so cute. Oh, they're so
If
cute.
speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
This whole time he was just testing
Wonderful.
kites.
I shall pass that information along
God.
to Director Hu. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity.
I want the
You
Hu
might
Tao
find it
kite.
to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Give me.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was, awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it.
That's fair.
Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind.
I'd probably say the same thing, although I've never flown a kite, so...
Perhaps they're a bit like Shao lanterns in that way.
Can we please get Zhao lanterns back? That's like the only thing I'm sad about missing the first Lantern Rite, is that I just never got Xiao Lanterns, and they just never returned.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
We better get a kite to keep at the end of this.
Making a kite, Xiao. Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design.
Isn't Menogius the Yaksha that is like the central theme of that statue for the series Lantern Rite? Like, you should go see it at the very least.
When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Okay.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days.
Zhongli usually goes there, doesn't he?
Time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
Okay.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Bro.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh.
So he does live in the harbor.
I can't say I support that decision, but...
Please.
Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
Are they doing this so that way they don't get heated? They have to behave.
No need. I'm not tired.
Oh no, Gaming knows what's going on.
They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance.
No, they're really putting the pressure on Gaming.
Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Oh.
So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Or you could run away. I mean, this is getting pretty awkward. If this was me and my parents, I would run away. Not gonna lie.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety.
Oh yeah, the one that you spent so much money on.
Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already.
Give some to the traveler. Give some to Gaming.
Forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
I really like how we're seeing inside Zhang Yun's thoughts. Like she's really funny. Her outward versus inward appearance, I really like it. Gives her so much more personality.
Been busy during the holiday season. Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
I totally see it. She's the bodyguard for the restaurant. Did I miss something? When, like, seriously, like, when did she start working there?
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities.
Yeah, but she couldn't bring Ganyu because Ganyu would probably be recognized, at least by the father, as being part of the Qixing. But Yaya would have been really good, actually. Why isn't... I don't know. Yaya would have been nice. But this is funnier.
What I meant to ask was...
Oh my god.
Have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances.
Oh my god.
Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Woba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
I don't know, Shenhe, you might be seeing ghosts, cause, yeah.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
No way that he's feeling so bad for Shenhe that it's putting Gaming in a better light.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Oh no! Not the stones going up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk. Eating herbs for dinner. Oh my god. That sounds so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before.
Finally.
I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads, but you'll have your entire family around you.
That's not what he wanted to hear. Like, the sentiment's nice, but, like, also shut up.
Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Oh my god.
Just think about it, okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But
Dang, things must have been bad then.
Thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think?
No.
Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
I need to.
Master, did I say something wrong earlier?
Yeah, you did. You made it sound like CA was happening in the household growing up.
I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
I wonder when it's gonna end. There we go.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview.
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market.
Yeah.
Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course. Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something.
Yes, she is.
She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanha appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Jeon, she's gonna have so much tea piled up in her abode. She already bought 4 boxes of the oh god, I already forget the name of it, but it started with an S.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say.
True. I mean, as long as tea is properly stored, it lasts like a really long time. So like, it's not like it has to be like drunk, like within a week or something, you know.
We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty.
I wonder if New Valette would like tea. I think he has a waistline about it.
Dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
She's so she's so motherly in such like an earnest way. It's so sweet, even if like the way she goes about it is a bit unusual.
Yes. I've been thinking
or
about
over the
whole
top,
way
I
here.
guess is a better word.
I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
Oh, pray tell.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition.
Is that today?
Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
I'm not gonna lie. While the Paimon kite is a nice little gag, it is the furthest thing away from being called aerodynamic in any sense. I don't think we're gonna win.
Hello again.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please,
Ooh.
take it, free of charge.
The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right then, thank you.
No, we're doing it right there, okay. In the streets.
It's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the
sky! The lanterns.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Okay.
Come here, allow me.
The Lantern Rite is as festive as ever.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
Huh. Oh, they're actually doing the dance.
What's that?
Yeah! Well, last year we had singing, now we have dancing. I'll shut up.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh!
Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad.
They're finally talking.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Son. I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've got to admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Yeah, I really like how he incorporated the lanterns to kind of like form the, what's it called? I guess like the bottom of the wushou lion. That was really good.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. And much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well,
oh,
a
he's
little bit,
sniffling.
yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but...
No, we do...
To me,
okay,
Gamin,
I thought we were going to interrupt
you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Oh my god, they actually animated them hugging. Oh my god.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
Yeah, you better keep that kite. I'm so glad we did not interrupt that moment, man. I'm so glad.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gamin.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
No. That's so sweet. Oh, 2 days later, okay. Okay, I was gonna say, no wait, it's morning time. Okay.
wherever...
Okay.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was all...
I don't feel bad about cutting Paimon off early.
We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her. The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired. Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit! Huh?
Who?
Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
Oh my god, there's a chest.
Right?
I need to get that.
I wasn't just hearing things.
Okay, I can resist the temptation to complete that stuff because that's like out of my way.
Voice sounds really familiar.
But that is like a easy payday, you know.
Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Nope. They teleported me away from the chat. Oh! That was Navia screaming. Oh, am I interrupting something?
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too!
Dang. Hoyoverse really took the feedback of incorporating other characters into Lantern Rite, and I'm so happy right now.
Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Yeah, I didn't really recognize it because, like, I didn't even think of it as a possibility, I guess, you know?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait, that wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions. Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Navia, are you stressed?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
People.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a...
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
Most relatable traveler moment.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting
What?
from the top of this mountain earlier.
No way. No way.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Oh, so Fiona came here on her own.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help
Never
me!"
mind.
and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the
Oh.
mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
Oh.
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Yeah.
I think so.
What?
We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
Oh my god. No, they gotta be together.
Nervalet was here too? What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
He's here for the water.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back.
Oh.
He's a very busy man.
Dang. Dang, so...
Nervalet is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article.
Maybe.
You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontanians and your tea drinking.
Maybe Nouvelette was here for Zhongli, but like didn't have time or chickened out or didn't know where to find him. I don't know.
Oh, it's not for me.
I shouldn't
I
speculate.
lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something. It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called?
Songlo. I probably mispronounced that already.
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right, Hutao! A few days ago,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Hutao as well.
Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear, we've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you. That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hutao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village later.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain
Oh
then.
my god. They missed the kite flying.
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of this mountain? Name your price.
You really want to hear it that bad, huh?
I'm just curious
Do it.
is all. I have a feeling you'll say something amazing.
I will pass. I prefer to let actions speak louder than words.
That's very her. It's definitely very her. Now... I think the chest... Yep. Chest is here.
A fateful offering.
So it's that part of the video where I tell you that my recording software just decided to not record like the last 30 or so minutes of LanternRite. Nothing big happened. Like there was already that one big cutscene and everything. So everything ended on like a feel-good note. we like the only cutscene that there was technically was just Nuvlet and Vresley interacting, so that was nice. Overall, I really liked Lanternrite this year. It was really nice, really, really wholesome. A lot of good like character development and building that we see in the new new 4-star and new 5-star Gaming and Zhenyan. I really enjoyed it. And also I really enjoy the incorporation of characters from other regions in the Lanternrite. I feel like it makes the whole like story, the overarching story of Genshin Impact and like the setting with like the characters, it just feels more like intertwined and cohesive when like you show like not each country, not each region is its own isolated area. Like, you know, you show other people interacting, show cultures interacting. It does a lot for world building in my opinion, and I just really love to see it. Really wholesome, really cute. I know people's had some mixed feelings on Lanternrite this year, um, especially with the controversy going on, which that's a whole separate other issue we're not going to get into. But the in-game story, just looking at that alone, really like it. Really like that one co-op minigame. I'll probably be playing that a little bit on my own time before the event goes away because I want to at least try to get first place once. That'd be nice. So, yep, that's it for the video today. If you actually watched all the way to the end, then I'm assuming you put it on for sleep or something, or I don't know, but I do appreciate the watch time regardless if you did stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.